Hey, it's Rachel from All About Planners. In this video I'm doing a review of the Jumping Fox design notebook. This one has dot grid inside pages, so if you like to do bullet journaling or you just prefer to write on dot grid, this is another notebook to consider. So if you follow my blog and my YouTube channel, you know that I have done plenty of reviews of dot grid notebooks. So this one, what makes it different? Well, it doesn't have the boring black cover that I'm always ranting about. It's pretty purple, which is my second favorite color. And also, it's actually a bit glittery, so I don't know if it really shows well on camera or not, but if you hold it up to the light, it actually like sparkles. I think it's really doing it justice through the camera. It's a lot prettier in person. The edges of the pages are also this really nice silver foil, so the whole thing just looks like really classy, not plain and generic and boring. So I don't know if you've seen my review of the Archer and Olive notebook. If not, I'll include the link below. But I feel like this is like it's classy and nice version, but it's cheaper than the Archer and Olive. Okay, so let's have a look at the inside. So the pages sadly are not bright white, which I was hoping they would be. They're more of like I guess like an ivory cream color. They're not yucky yellow though, so at least there's that. At the front here we have these contents pages which are lined, and then it goes into the dot grid pages. Now you would think that with dot grid page numbers would come standard, but not all of them do, so just check that before you buy a dot grid notebook if that's important to you. This one has page numbers, and good to know that they are sitting below the dot grid. I don't know why, but some of them will like embed the page number in the dot grid, which drives me nuts because when I'm drawing a spread, like I want to use the whole dot grid, and if you rule through the number then you can't read it, so then you have to write it again. So you may as well have just purchased a notebook that doesn't even have page numbers. So anyway, I always check that, and I always check that it's sitting below the dot grid as well. The pages lay flat on their own, doesn't matter where you open them into the notebook, and if they spring up like that, if you just turn the notebook over and fold it back like that a bit, then they lay flat, which is really good. We also have some built-in ribbon bookmarks, which are in like coordinating colors with the cover. So we've got this like, I guess like pinky, pebbly kind of color, and then a pastel one. So I like that they're two different colors, because then you can, you know, mark your weekly with one and your monthly with another. The dot grid is 5mm, which is pretty standard for a dot grid notebook. Usually they'll be 5mm these days. And the dots are quite prominent. They're like a dark grey, so they're not super faint. Keep that in mind. They're also not straight black either though, but I feel like they're standing out a bit more than most dot grid notebooks do. So let's see how they look with some writing on them. If I go to my pen test page. So I guess the dots don't stand out as much once you start writing on the page. So I did the usual gel, ballpoint, fine tip, highlighters, stamps, etc. So let's have a look at the ghosting and bleed through page. So there is a fair bit of ghosting showing through, and of course there may be stamps that always bleed through, and even highlighters had some really bad ghosting as well. So kind of to be expected given this notebook is not super expensive. If you're someone that prefers a pretty cover and you're not too fussed about if the inside pages have a lot of ghosting on them, then okay. But if you want something that's like the complete package, good paper, good cover and everything, then I think you will need to splurge a bit more for something like the Archer and Olive. Put a link down below for a link to the blog post that I've done where I think the best paper quality notebooks, if that really is like a deal breaker for you, just if you want to have a look at that. Okay, so yeah, not the best paper quality, fair bit of ghosting happening. At the back here, there are some perforated pages, so if you want to be able to tear the page out, you can just pull it out here. I kind of don't get though why the perforation is so far into the dot grid. You kind of think it would be more logical to put it in the white space, but anyway. I think there was about 10 of these perforated pages. I will double check and include the count in the blog post, which will be linked down below. At the back here, we also have a pocket folder, and then you've got the usual elastic band if you want to put that on the front cover to keep everything closed. That is the brand. Not too much more to say about this notebook. I will just show you this silver foil on the edging. Very pretty. So if you want a cute notebook, don't mind a bit of ghosting, then I think this one would be a good option. I'll have everything linked down below. See you in the next video.